I know you've talked extensively with Jason. He came over to visit you. How do you envision that your role offensively and and defensively might be different this year?
Yeah, I think his goal is to put me in the situations where I can be the best player. Take the most out of my skill set, and that's extremely important. That also for me, that gives me confidence that um, he wants me to be comfortable out there, and he tells me that if you have anything, communicate. If you want to, whatever, how you want yourself to be used, let me know, and we can talk about it and figure out ways. So that's for me as a player, that's huge, and I think that's a really good first step, in terms of building and being a good team.
And how do you think it might be different?
Sorry?
In terms of the offensive system, how do you think it might be different?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be more of my game. I'm going to be able to post up more and be used in those situations. I was used a lot as just a spacer and shooting threes, and I feel that's not my whole game. There's more things to my game. But yeah, I learned a lot of things. I adjusted my game as I needed to. But I'm looking forward to being utilized the best way.
Stop there, go ahead.
Mavs.com. So just let's take that a step further. Do you expect to be spending a little more time on the block or mid range or less on the perimeter?
Yeah. That's something we're gonna work and see how it all looks. I want to do what's best for the team, how we can be the best. I don't want to clog up the paint now because I have the green light to be more in the post. I want to open up for Luka to drive, for Timmy to have these opportunities, but I also want to be utilized in a way where I can help the team. So that's going to be for us to work on now during the preseason and as the year starts.
Hey Chris, Mark Paulo, Mavs TV. Good to see you again as always. At the end of last season, you shared with us you were looking forward to the summer when you got a chance to work and get healthy. And I believe one of the phrases you used was work on my movements. Can you share with us how the summer went for you from that perspective?
Yeah, it was a great summer. A lot of work that I put in. I mentioned it in the interviews before that it was an easy summer for me because I did a lot of hard work, but it came easy because of all the external noise from last season. It was kind of easy for me to fuel from that, motivation bias. It was a good summer. It was a good summer, and now coming into the season with a fresh mind and fresh body, being able to put in the work and being able to start the season even before the preseason starts for them. Now the pickup that we're playing, and that's extremely important for me to just feel good and run up and down and get a feel for my teammates, and so I'm really excited about starting this season, from the beginning.
Kelly,
Kelly Beckman with the Dallas Morning News. You mentioned the communication aspect and being able to vocalize how you want to be used or how you think you can be used. How much of that was missing, or how much of that is a change from last year, even from your time in New York? How much have you gotten that flexibility or that open door in the past versus what you expect it to be like now?
Yeah, no, it's definitely there. It was much, it was much more kind of, I don't know what word to use, but it was different last year. It was the last couple of years, and I think that's crucial for a team to be really good. Is at the end your players have to be playing well and feeling good. And as I said, J Kidd has done. He's smart. He was a player. He's a great player, and he was a point guard. So he knows how to run a team, and so far all the conversations that we had, and even them coming to Latvia to visit me was huge for me. So we've gotten off to a really good start.
Chuck Cooperstein, Mavs Radio. Good to see you.
I know you guys already.
They're telling us to identify ourselves.
Okay, good.
Since there really hasn't been much turnover in the team, just kind of on the edges of Reggie and with Sterling, how much do you feel the improvement in this team will come because of you being you being the player that the Mavericks acquired, the trade, the player that was, before you got hurt, all that kind of stuff. How much of the improvement really is you being you?
Yeah, I don't want to like over like sell, you know what I mean, and say, oh, now we're, it's at the end, the game is evolving also, so I understand that. It's not as many post-ups as it used to be. I have to adjust my own game also, I have the advantage that I was capable of shooting threes from the beginning of my career, so that wasn't something I had to work on to get to. But I think, yeah, one part is the players being confident and comfortable in the system, within the system, and then also the communication between us, the players, to have, as Luca mentioned in the interviews that he had, I guess in Europe, he said chemistry is extremely important, and our best chemistry we had when we were in the bubble. That was the best moment, and it showed on the court. So I think for us, that's going to be something we're going to be focused on this season, and I think that's going to also translate to the court.
How does that translate defensively for you? Just the ability to protect the rim. Does the team improve internally just because you are able to better do that than at times last year?
Sorry, defense or offense?
Defense.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, obviously I wasn't happy with, or I wasn't doing what I'm capable of on a defensive end also, and I want to take that step forward again. I want to show my best basketball in all aspects, and I'm maturing also as a player. I know my decision making has gotten better with each season. I think we're all growing as players, and we're all coming together also. So with the new coaching staff and with good support system around us, I think we're gonna take that next step.
All right, we'll do a couple more in the room and then off the Zoom. Dorothy, you want
Dorothy Gentry, I'm at Intermediate. Hello. New coach and new teammates and a new year. So can you talk a little bit about, is this an opportunity for you to remind everybody who Chris Stepps is as a player? Is this a rebirth season for you? Just how would you characterize this season for you mentally and physically?
Yeah, no, every season starts with the energy, with good energy and excitement, and but I think this year the difference is that the coaching staff around us, the people around us that are bringing in